This is FYI on Your TV, brought to you by Hometown News. I'm Kathy Botham. I've got Terrilee Kelford with me. You are a registered psychotherapist in Carleton Place, and you're also the chair of Cornerstone Landing Youth Services. Thanks for coming back to FYI.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to talk about the coldest night of the year. It's a fundraiser for Cornerstone, and this is your 5th year.
It is, yeah, our 5th annual. We're excited, actually. It's hard to believe it's been 5 years already, but yeah, it's been a fun event that just keeps growing every year. So,
and I mean, 2 of those years were through the pandemic as well. So this is the 3rd, actually.
Yeah, and believe it or not, we're actually doing better during the pandemic than we were before it. So, but there's been some changes as a result because of the restrictions. We've been allowed to do virtual walks, so people don't specifically have to come to one location in the county. They can actually walk from wherever they are. So that's kind of been helpful. I think people have really liked that aspect of it. So
yes, that's for sure, Because originally you did it. You I think it was at the youth arena.
Yeah, we hosted an event in Smith Falls for the first 3 years. Last year there was no event, and then this year we do have an event again, which is part of the news we have to share, is that the Canadian Federation of University Women are going to be hosting our event in Perth this year. So we're really excited about that.
Okay, so what's that look like?
So details will be coming out soon. We didn't know with the restrictions, of course, that were lifted until today or yesterday, I guess, what that would look like. So they're just working on the details, but it'll be hosted out of the Perth Legion in Perth. And then they have a 2K route already marked out. So people would be able to go there and walk a 2K route. So there's 2 options for people this year. You can walk virtually again, and you can walk 2 or 5K, or you can go to the Perth event and walk 2K there.
All right. So how do you get involved with this?
So if you go online, you'll find the coldest night of the year website at CNOY. If you just do www.cnoy.org, you'll find the coldest night of the year event page, and then it'll say location, and you want to search for Lanark County. And then the Lanark County page will come up with all the teams listed. And so you have an option of creating your own team or registering as just an individual walker. Or you can actually sponsor a team that's already on there. So we already have 10 teams up there listed as well. And you can go on there and sponsor somebody who's already walking, or you can set up your own team and register as well. And then all the donations can be done through the website. So it means that we don't have to go around collecting donations all over the county. So it makes it a pretty easy event just to upload the donations from there. So, and then everybody gets these fun little, very famous toques. So this year we really love the toque. It's a really cute toque.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
so
the yellow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice and bright. So we and they're fun. People really love collecting the toques because they're different every year. So it's kind of a fun feature of it. So
all right, can you tell the folks a little bit about Cornerstone Landing?
Yeah, we're a small charity organization that started about 12 years ago in Perth, and it actually started out with the goal of being an emergency shelter for homeless folks. And then it kind of evolved when 2 groups came together, one that was focused on youth and one that was sort of focused on any age. And we sort of focused on youth specifically and became Cornerstone Landing Youth Services. So it used to be Cornerstone Landing Emergency Residents, but we've changed to focus on youth. So in 2012, we started supporting our first young people. I think we raised like $5,000 or $6,000 in the first year and started handing out gift cards to support kids. Primarily, initially, it was for kids who were already housed, but obviously as we grew and started to become more established, we started to get more referrals for folks who are actually specifically homeless. So we've evolved from there into a multi-purpose agency that offers a housing first program for youth. So we offer rent supplements to young people to help them find housing in the community. And then we also we're excited to buy our first house last year in Lanark County. So and this event has been really pivotal to that, because we started this event 5 years ago, and we committed right from the beginning that the funds from this event would go towards purchasing or building housing for youth. And so we were really excited to build our tiny home in 2019, and then to also purchase our house last year in 2020. So
the coldest night of the year fundraiser is sort of to give you an idea of what it's like to be homeless, what it's like to be out spending some time outside in the cold.
Yeah, we've had a really brutal cold snap, obviously, as we all know, in the last couple of weeks. So the idea of people having to stay outside in this is pretty terrifying, right? So yeah, it happens. And, we do have a bit of an emergency response in Lanark County, but primarily it's a hotel for a few days, and then you have to look for housing. So if you're really stuck in that position where you can't find long-term housing, it's a pretty terrifying position to be in, to think that you have to sleep outside in this weather.
Absolutely, like just even, not knowing where I'm going to sleep tonight. You might have a friend you can stay at, you might have somebody that'll take you in for the night, but those folks that have got to stay outside, my goodness, that's brutal.
Yeah, we're really lucky to have a lot of people in the county who will take people in. And, lots of our young people find parents of friends or partners who will take them in for a period of time. And we certainly want to stabilize those placements. We don't want to pull people into a housing sector if they don't have to be in one. But so we're really grateful for those people, because there would be a lot more people without housing if it wasn't for the kind-heartedness of many people who take people in.
So does Cornerstone Landing have like a caseload, or is it like, my goodness, I can imagine the numbers change every day?
Yeah. In Perth, we have 3 transitional housing beds. So transitional housing just means a temporary place that people can stay for up to a year. So it's a place where young people can stay 16 to 24 for up to a year. It's affordable for them. It's an opportunity for them to save some money, and there's some support there, like there are for all of our kids, around trying to hook them up to services and connect them to jobs and community resources. So, and then we have our Housing First program as well. So between those programs, we support between 70 and 80 kids pretty consistently every year. So.
Wow. And we know the importance of having an address. People need an address to be able to get support. And when they're homeless, that's hard to do, to connect the dots.
Yeah, it's a cycle for sure. Yeah, I just spoke to a young person yesterday who doesn't have their identification, so trying to track that down before they can get jobs or or apply for supports. Yeah, it's a complicated cycle.
Yes, it is. It's very complicated, for sure, for sure. Now, you got some good news yesterday. I hear another big event is going to be supporting you.
Yeah, we were really excited. So we're right in the middle of the planning for coldest night of the year, but then we found out we have another cold theme evolving. We've been approved to be the recipients of the Polar Bear Plunge for 2023. So we're really excited about that. We've already had a great response. People online have been saying, we'll come. So yes, we're really excited. The event for coldest night of the year is on February 26th, and then we'll be jumping hard into the planning for the Perth Polar Bear Plunge.
Oh, well, hopefully this year the Polar Plunge will be in person as well, too. But they have been so successful. They've been doing it for so many years that even when people have had to do it at home, or people have been having ice baths or just dumping ice water, making a polar plunge of some sort has been successful for anybody who's the recipient of it.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, they adapted really well this year, so hopefully we can do it in person next year.
Absolutely. So again, the coldest night of the year is on February 26th.
Yeah, February 26th. You can find us on the Coldest Night of the Year website, cnoi.org, and look for Lanark County, register your team, find some walkers, get some pledges. You can come to Perth at the event there, posted at the Legion, or you can walk your own virtual route.
All right. If I could do a quick shout out for our friend James DeRoche too. I mean, he's not even living in the province.
Yep.
And he supports you guys. He was on your board, if I remember correctly, before he moved out to, is it Nova Scotia or New Brunswick?
Yeah, New Brunswick, and he's still on our board.
He's still on your board. Oh my goodness, he can do it virtually. I'm not surprised. He's very committed to you guys.
Remotely for us, so yes, we told him he wasn't allowed to leave. So
I'm Facebook friends with him. I'm friends with him before Facebook even, but he's always supporting you guys and helping you get the word out there too from another province.
We have a phenomenal board, I have to be honest with you. I know I'm the one who usually does the public speaking, but there's an amazing board constantly working on all these programs. So, and they're all volunteers and working, hours and hours and hours every week to run the organization. So
that's so important to have a good board behind you. Yeah, for sure. Well, Terrilee Kelford, thank you for joining us today. You are the chair of Cornerstone Landing Youth Services. Coldest night of the year, February 26th. Once again, tell people how to get involved.
Yeah, so find us on the website, cnoi.org, and look for Lanark County. We also have an event page on Facebook. You can find us there. We're going to be giving updates all the time. We have some lovely swag to offer people who get involved. So, and don't forget, you can get your toque too. So, so get registered, and it's a really fun event. So come on out.
Excellent. Well, thank you for joining us, and thank you for putting all this together to support homeless people in our area. It does happen.